Hey, student team. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. I know I just sent out a text about the lock-in tomorrow. Can't wait. Super excited for that. Thank you to all of you helping and coming and serving, especially in the middle of the night. And for those of you not able to serve, just pray. Pray for a great turnout and, like I said, for divine energy for the leaders. But we're excited. It's going to be a great time. But actually, this video is in relation to Movement Night, and just wanted to make a quick overall announcement and just kind of implement a new process for us adults and where we station ourselves at Movement Night. So this past Sunday, I had a parent express some concern about the amount of students that were outside, and actually there was a period of time, it was brief, but there was a period of time where there were no adults outside, and that's including myself. So I'm like, this is not from me to you. This is really for all of us to keep at the front of our minds. But there was a period of time where there were no adults outside, and there were probably 20 or so students out there. So, I mean, that was the majority because I think we had like 30 or 35 on Sunday night. So some had left, but the rest of those that were there were outside playing basketball, running around. And I did walk outside, and it did seem a little more chaotic than usual. Like kids were running in the parking lot, getting balls and stuff like that. And there were cars there, so it was a bit of a safety hazard. But as you guys know, this isn't news to you, but safety is, our main concern. Obviously, we want them to come and encounter the Holy Spirit and develop their relationship with Jesus or meet him for the very first time. That, of course, is still very important. But also safety of the students there is huge to us. And so it's important if there's students outside, there's at least one adult out there with them. And really, it just depends on how many are out there. If there's only like 5 to 10 students out there, yeah, one adult is sufficient. However, if there are the majority of them out there, which is usual, because if we're not having service, before service and after, they're almost always outside if the weather's nice, which, of course, now we're getting into summer. So pretty much if we're not doing service inside the building, they're going to be outside playing basketball, throwing the football, running around, just whatever, just having fun together, which is what we want. But we also want to make sure that they're safe. So because of that, in order to prevent there from ever being a case where a parent pulls onto the parking lot and they don't see any adults, but they instead see 20 or 30 teenagers running around playing basketball, running into the parking lot when there's cars there, all that. And I think sometimes we think, well, they're smart enough not to run out in front of cars. They're still kids. And a lot of you have teenagers or kids, and so you would agree. But they're still kids. So we have to make sure that we are that line of defense there, making sure they're not running into the woods for any reason. That's another thing it's not too many students, but there are a few that will kind of run around in that wooded area. And actually, that's not the safest area. It's right by the train tracks. There's homeless people that kind of walk around there. So we always want to make sure they're on our property, not running into the woods, and of course, avoiding the parking lot, especially when there's cars driving in and out at pickup and drop off. So in order to prepare ourselves for that and to be more safe, I went ahead and put this on. For those of you serving this Sunday, I won't be there, but I did go ahead and schedule people for different spots outside. So one person will be by the basketball court. So just, that's where a lot of them go because they want to play basketball, especially the guys. So just watching that area, making sure they're being safe. Somebody on the field, because a lot of them will go on the field and throw the Frisbee or something, or just kind of stand in a big circle and talk. So somebody there, and then somebody at pickup and drop off. That also helps with the parents because, if a new parent pulls in to pick up their kid or drop them off, usually when there's less adults than there needs to be, it's usually at pickup at the end of the night rather than the beginning. But it's just as important for whoever's scheduled for pickup and drop off to be out there at pickup as it is at drop off. So because of that, we'll have those 3 people stationed outside. The person doing pickup and drop off needs to be that first contact for parents. If they're looking for their kid, you need to go up to the window. Hey, who are you looking for? Get their name and then go find the kid. Obviously, they're either outside or in some cases inside, but you still want to be as helpful as you can be. So anyway, that's starting this Sunday, and it'll be every week. So just be on the lookout for that. Going to make sure that is being scheduled. We normally do a great job. This isn't like saying, oh, we've been dropping the ball here. It was just that this parent noticed it. And obviously if a parent notices that, we want to, that needs to matter to us. And then we need to take action to say, okay, what can we do to prevent that from happening again? We want to make sure anytime there's even one student outside, there's an adult out there with them. Kids should never be left alone at any point. So anyway, I know you guys know that. Just a reminder and just a process to implement in order to help us in the future. So if you have any questions about it, please give me a call or text. I appreciate you guys and looking forward to seeing some of you tomorrow night and the rest of you on Sunday morning. And those that served at the lock-in might have 10 designer bags under our eyes. So just be ready for that. But it's going to be a great weekend. Can't wait. See you guys tomorrow or Sunday.